We've been married since '92. So what is that? 32 years.
How? Like for the masses.
We want to be.
Yeah.
You gotta want it. You just gotta want it, man. You can't. Like, I don't want nobody to have my woman. Do not complain about what you didn't get from the work you didn't put in.
Oh, baby, man, it's off the hook.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, I do. Got them 20s on there. Them 20s, I just got them.
Them ain't 20s, but it's off the hook.
Them are 20s, man. Nah, they 10s. I bought them from somebody, but they nice though.
Yeah, they cool.
Yeah, they tight. And then you know, since I had this, my went. I get more from police ladies. Everybody give me some.
Be careful opening that door. Man, what?
Sorry, Nick.
Oh, damn! Boy, didn't you hear what I just said?
Ooh, you swore.
You damn right I swore. That's about $400 worth of damage to my new car.
That's twice. Now you have to put $2 in the swear jar.
Yeah, well, he got to put about $400 in my pocket. You got $400 for me? Huh?
No.
And I want it cash. Same people who own the labels own the prisons.
Literally the same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. Some records are made by committee, meaning record company guys sit around and tell the artists, this is hot, say that, do this. We're gonna have this guy write the lyrics. We're gonna have that. You have, the record company pushing the narrative. Some social engineering going on here to make sure those prisons stay full. Thank you so much, Dre. I wouldn't be here without you at all. And thank you for believing in a 15-year-old B-boy, letting me ditch school and hang out with you and make music. Stay in school, kids, goddammit.
The West Coast Don!
Has Chris Tucker not talked about being in next Friday? Because I know it was Mike Epps, but...
We wanted him. He turned it down. Yeah, we wanted to pay him $12 million to do that movie.
What?
And he turned it down. He said it was for religious reasons. He didn't want to cuss, and he didn't want to smoke weed on camera. When I left NWA, I used to call Chuck D a lot. I used to ask him for advice, He used to actually try to convince me to stay in the group. He didn't want me to leave. He thought the group was too legendary. But I want to tell y'all the backstory on what really went down in 1989, 1990. Yeah, Chuck, he was like, man, it can't work out. And I'm like, nah. So I saw him. He was working on a record with Big Daddy Kane called Burn Hollywood Burn. And these are my two favorite MCs at the time. And he asked me, did I want to be on the track? I'm like, hell yeah. He's like, just the first time you'll be able to, show people that you solo. So it was real cool to get on the track with these powerhouses in hip hop. And Chuck pulled everybody in the lobby, and we started talking about doing a few tracks for my new album. What was cool about working on America's Most Wanted, Eric Sermon would come through and scoop us up. He would take us to his hood. I met Redman before he was Redman, when he was still working on his demos and stuff. I met Busta Rhymes for the first time before he had a record out. He was real cool, always coming through, hanging. And it was just a good vibe. I can't work with the best producer on the West Coast, but I get a chance to work with the best producers on the East Coast. And Bomb Squad was like, it was the sample era, and nobody did it better.
Yeah, I love Cube. I've been knowing Cube, O'Shea, since Cube went to Arizona University, and Cube used to show up at my Century when we used to play the theater in Arizona that revolved, and Cube would come backstage. I've been knowing Cube that long. Yeah. I remember he wrote lyrics for Easy, and he told me, he says, in one of the rhymes, Easy says, Ice Cube writes the rhymes that I say. Yeah. And Cube was like, I wrote that. I didn't expect him to really say that. I woke up to Ice Cube was Straight Outta Compton. Like when they had CIA and they had all those other groups, right. But when Cube came across that mic, said Straight Outta Compton, crazy, I was like, my nigga. He was born.
Yeah.
I was like, that's my nigga. Right there. And from that point on, I think Cube is one of the most eloquent lyricists. He was the backbone of NWA, JJ Fad, all those groups, Eazy-E.
Comedy store out here in LA. Man, he's sitting there lying. I met this dude at a club. I'm in there, a girl. I'm gonna put my dollar up. Booty coming down. All of a sudden, I see a hand come over. I look over Ice Cube. Let me put this dollar in there. No, I'm lying. Tell him how we met. Somebody told me go see him at the comedy store.
Appreciate that, Killer Kush. You know, thank you. That's my shirt, man. You took it out of here. Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate you. You know, you got a lot of black jokes. What made you think that it was cool to say that?
Work in the field, Senator. I'm a house man.
There was no thought put into it. Comedians, they react. And it was wrong, and I apologize. And, you know, more than that I can't do.
I accept your apology. But, you know, it's a word that has been used against us. It's like a knife. It's been used as a weapon against us by white people. And we're not going to let that happen again. That's our word now. And you can't have it back. When I hear my homie say it, it don't feel like venom. When I hear a white person say it, it feel like that knife stabbing me, even if they don't mean it.
I read this lineup the other day with the best diss records. You were like number 3. I think Hit 'Em Up 3. Yeah, I was like, what? No Vaseline?
Number 3.
No Vaseline was number 3. Even though it was a random.
Who's number 1, man?
Tupac, Hit 'Em Up.
Come on, man.
And
how's Tupac number 1 when he needed help on that record? Me, no Vaseline, one MC.
You would have
I took
2?
out who?
Ether Nas.
Nah, man. I love Nas, but it's not. Me took out 4 and the manager.
Wow.
I mean, damn. Got to give me credit for that. Group was over. I don't know if they made another record after that. So, nah, man. Sorry.
But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got to do.
It's the 20th anniversary of Friday, and E.T. was on the 1995 set of the Get High comedy with stars Ice Cube and Chris Tucker.
Are we funny?
We partners. You got to be a stupid mother get fired on your day off.
Friday is the day of the week where it's hectic, yet it's relaxing because you know you don't have to go to work the next day.
The hilarious film career of a then
Million things, working at UPS, McDonald's, flipping fries. Hey man, change the grease, it's popping. But God blessed me to do this, so I'm happy.
Being able to put rap lyrics together is just taking my mind and putting it on paper. And I didn't think it was gonna be too much different with the screenplays. It came natural, you know, the flow.
It also marked rapper turned actor Ice Cube's first screenplay, his take on his hometown of South Central LA.
Comedy is a big part of our neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? It keeps us going, it keeps us, you know, because if we wasn't laughing, we'd be crying.
Now your father, he got game.
Nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
The movie spawned 2 sequels, and just this past year, the catchphrase heard round the world.
Bye, Felicia.
20 years later, and Friday has become more than a stoner flick, it's a classic.
Damn!
I think the love that the people have for this movie in their heart cannot, you can't put a dollar amount on that. We had a song called Police. They didn't like the song, and the promoter that we were doing the shows for said, we'll put you on tour, but you can't perform that song. Cops everywhere, they ready to shut you down. We agreed to that until we got mad at the promoter. We was like, tonight, we gonna do that song.
You dropped your phone. Who could I call that's in your phone?
Most famous person?
Snoop.
Call him. See if he'll take your call.
I got 3 numbers on Snoop.
He probably with the Olympic Committee or Martha Stewart.
What up? I said you was trying to call me. You ain't important. You too busy.
Snoop, you talk all the time, baby. What you talking about?
I just seen his name on my phone. I was like, neglect.
First time I met Snoop, he was doing a release party on a boat. I quickly said, what's up to Snoop? Got off that yacht before it left the dock. I'm like, man, I'm not getting in the water with Death Row.
You think I'm playing with you? I show up. I know where Who Kids stay. I know where you stay. I know where all y'all stay. He'll do that in a family movie. Y'all kids, come on, we going to McDonald's. Nigga, this is a family film.
I'm working. Go home, I'm working. You hear that? For real. But I'm working. You see this? I'm working. You f***ing it up. Thank you. I love you though. What the f***?